Starting a new business can be extremely intimidating, but if you know some of the things not to do, you can have a leg up on the competition. We're here with Jessica Ullman of Vero Law Group to find out the 3 mistakes that entrepreneurs should avoid. And I'm guessing the first one would be signing up with somebody that you don't know or you don't like.
That's true.
Right.
I always tell clients that your partnership is like a professional marriage, and you should know your partner the same way you know a partner that you're getting married to.
And what are the things, are there any red flags you should look out for in a partner if you're going into business with them?
Definitely. If you have big disagreements from the outset about how you want to run the business, about your vision for the future, or about finances.
When's the best time to bring in investors?
The best time really depends on the business. So let me give you an example. Let's say I'm starting a software company and I have an idea and I create a pitch deck that's for the investors to know about what I'm doing and invest in. That's a much different scenario for an investor than if I've already created the software and I'm doing beta testing and can show that people like this, it brings in money. At that point, they're going to be willing to invest a lot more money for a lot less of the company. So it really depends on your goals, the money you have, and the specifics of your situation, but those are 2 different scenarios.
How do you find those investors?
Well, first you're going to start with yourself. I personally would never invest in a business where the entrepreneur running it didn't put their money in, believe in it enough to put their money in. Next, you would look to friends and family, and a lot of people will look for outside investors. The startup world that we know, people are going to people who invest professionally, that's their business, in companies.
How soon should we hire a lawyer or a CPA?
So I say you should start working with your professional advisors immediately.
Immediately.
And the thing to remember here is, are you building a business to win? Are you playing this game to win? And if you are, why wouldn't you have people advising you who work with entrepreneurs all the time and can help you avoid pitfalls in starting your business?
Who should I surround myself with when I'm taking this leap of faith? I would imagine it's important to do it with people that you know or trust.
Definitely.
But are there specific people that you should be clinging on to, listening to their advice?
Well, you have your professional advisors, and then you also have people who are where you want to be or have gone through what you're going through. So a lot of times running a business can be like feeling your way in the dark, and the more people you have around you who have been where you want to go, the better the likelihood for your success.
Lastly, what's the most important thing to keep in mind to be successful?
You've got to think big. And I always tell my clients, you can do whatever it is that you want. You just have to accept that the world is your oyster and full of possibilities, and then start figuring out how to make it happen.
And I'm imagining, don't be afraid to fail. You don't want to fail, but don't be afraid to, because I think a lot of people are afraid to step outside that box if they're afraid to fail.
It's so true. And the ultimate truth is that the greatest success comes from the greatest failure, and I see it all the time.
All right. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
I hope these tips helped, and good luck to you if you're starting that new business.